How you doing, YouTube? This is Gunner Sergeant 67 bringing you another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be over, my fellow preppers, stop buying guns and ammunition. Alright YouTube, let's get into it. Alright, so a couple days ago, I was speaking to an associate or an acquaintance at work, and he kind of alluded to that he was a prepper. And I started just listening to him, and he was kind of going on about some of the things that he had. And he was talking about all of the firearms purchases that he's been making over the last 2-3 years. And he had said that he's got numerous AR-15s, he's got numerous hunting rifles, numerous pistols, and it got me thinking, and that's all fine and dandy, but I asked him, I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. You know, you got your personal protection, you got your hunting down pat, but what do you have for food? What do you got for water? What do you got for climate control, power generation? And he looked at me really, really weird. He's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, being a prepper means you go and you invest in resources and items that can allow you to live and thrive after, you know, something transpires, a natural disaster, an economic collapse, a loss of your job, you know, a bout of illness happening. And he said, oh, I don't need all those other stuff. And now I know I gave him a crazy look on my face when he said that. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and use my guns and ammunition, and I'm going to take what I need. I'm going to scavenge. He didn't come out and said he was going to go rob people, but he said scavenge. So it's like all good to go. And from there on, you know, I just sat down there and listened to him. Really didn't, you know, contribute to the conversation too much. You know, the normal, yeah, oh, that's cool. All right, good to go. But it got me thinking about today's video. As a prepper, you should be at the minimum hitting up the individual things that will sustain life, and if you can afford it, the ability to give you some comfort and the ability to impact your daily living in the least possible way. If you don't have things like food, like exactly what's in front of you, Mountain House classic meal assortment bucket, you don't have the ability to control the climate that you're in, just like this buddy heater right here, or you don't have the ability to generate some form of power with a gasoline generator or like a solar generator array, just like this Jackery Explorer 550, then you're not really prepping. You're becoming more of a scavenger, a marauder. You're going to be more of a hindrance in total for society than you will be helping the situation after a event transpires. As a prepper, you really don't need a whole lot of guns. Actually, kind of backtrack, when I was speaking to my friend, I also asked him, or my acquaintance, I asked him, you know, that's cool, you got all these guns and ammo and everything, but what type of training do you have? He's like, yo, I went to the range a couple times. And I asked him, like, what do you mean a couple times? He's like, yeah, like twice. And he's got quite a few guns and quite a bit of ammo stockpiled. So I was very, very weary of that comment, because he's got all of these firearms, but he does not have the training or the expertise to deploy those weapons properly. I asked him if he hunted. He said, no, I don't hunt. And I was like, so you just think you're going to go out there during some type of catastrophic event that requires you to utilize your firearms in a hunting capacity and in your preps because something transpired, and you think that you're going to just bag a deer, or for any of you preppers that live up there in the north, any moose, caribou, bear, elk, anything like that? And his response to me was, hey, it can't be that hard. So that mentality is very, very prevalent. So just to dispel all that, you have to have your main things covered. You got to have food, some type of food stored away. You know, it doesn't have to be this freeze-dried mountain house that's right in front of you. You need the ability to purify and store water, just like this Sawyer Mini can purify or filter out 100,000 gallons worth of water. I've got numerous water bricks. I've got a 30-gallon tank of water that I keep stored, you know, and I have a well pump that I pull water from. Got a gasoline generator to run it. I've got the little buddy heater. I've got a fireplace to control my climate. You have to have all of these other things in your prepping plan in order to thrive. Because if you're just going to scavenge, as my acquaintance was saying, it's not going to end up too well for you. It's just a matter of time before you sit down and try to scavenge resources from the wrong person. They've got the means, the knowledge, and the will to resist you, because you can get hurt. And now you're taking away the protector provider that your family has. Now you're putting more of a strain on your family because you decided to go and take a very risky move in scavenging and marauding vice, taking the time and some resources to put food, water, power generation, climate control away, not just firearms and ammunition. So, me personally, as far as firearms go, your personal protection and hunting firearms, you only really need, or in my opinion, you need 4 different types of firearms. The very first firearm, if you are very limited with your resources, I think you should have, is a pistol, some type of sidearm. In front of you, I've got a Glock 35, 40 Smith & Wesson. I've also got a Beretta 92 FS 9mm, and then I also got a Ruger SP 101 357 Magnum. Those are perfect. Those guns are to ensure that your personal protection is taken care of. The next firearm I would get is some type of 22 long rifle. Right in front of you, I got a Ruger 22 LR takedown. It's perfect. If you have to go ahead and hunt wild game, there's nothing better than hunting small game with a 22 caliber rifle. It's a very inexpensive round. They're very accurate. They are over-engineered. They last forever if you take care of them. And when you go ahead and secure that small game, the rabbits, the squirrels, the birds, the ducks, that round doesn't damage the meat. Next, I would go ahead and buy a shotgun. A shotgun allows you to protect your home. In addition to that as well, it is outstanding as well as a hunting tool. You have birdshot, which is great for hunting ducks, birds, geese. It's perfect. Self-defense round, like slugs, not only can hunt, but they can go ahead and stop intruders in your house too. Double-aught buck is great for personal defense as well. So a shotgun is a dual-purpose firearm. And then lastly, me personally, you should either have a battle rifle or a hunting rifle. Right? What's in front of you is a DPMS AP4 AR-15. I like it. I've kind of modified it a little bit. not modified it, but upgraded it with a chrome lined barrel. It's got a 1 in 9 twist with a chrome lined bolt carrier group. It's very accurate. I've taken it all the way back to over 400 yards and I've hit black on it, so it's very accurate. In my personal opinion, those are the only 4 categories of weapons that you really need if you are a bona fide prepper. Those are the things that will cover a vast array of scenarios. They provide personal protection, and they provide you the means to go and acquire food via hunting. So once you have those buttoned down, not exclusively getting them all at once and then moving on to a different subject, but get your sidearm, your handgun, get your shotgun, get your 22 rifle, and then continue to build up your base. Get a little bit of food, get a bit of water storage and water purification, get a way to control your environment, your climate, and get a way to generate power. When you start doing that, build on them. It's just like a foundation. Get one and then get something else in another prepper topic. And if you do that, you diversify yourself. You guarantee your ability to thrive regardless of what transpires, whether it's a natural disaster, financial collapse, if it's an EMP or a war or job loss or ill health, all of these things. If you broaden your prepper topics, then you are more likely to come out the other side prosperous. So yeah, for all you preppers out there that all you do is buy ammo and guns, hey, come on, diversify your preps. All right, YouTube, this video's gone on long enough. If you like this content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Let me know your thoughts on the topic. Are you one of the individuals that just thinks that guns and ammo are going to get you through to the other side after something major kicks off? Or are you one of these preppers like myself that broadens your prepper base by getting the intricate, the most important things for life and comfort underneath your belts? All right, YouTube, this is Gunnery Sergeant 67. I'm out.